We are live. Here we go. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's once again, it's the Doctor of Love. And tonight is gonna be a great show. Oh, we have in the house, of course, me, the Doctor of Love. We have Linda Hart Streeter. We have Matt Dillon, Red Wine. We have Robbie Milan.
Hey, everybody.
The funniest lady on TV. And we have Reggie Ballard, front man from the fifth floor.
Yeah. The only reason I'm doing it because y'all say y'all was gonna have me some serve sandwich.
Okay, today we're gonna let this groove for a little while so some of y'all can come. Oh, we got viewers already big time. So tonight's topic, we're gonna talk about why do married men lie. Why do married men lie? Get y'all's questions in right now. We'll see them on the side right here. I see Michael Myers right here.
Yeah, hi, Michael.
Mike. Hey, I don't know if y'all know who Michael is. Mike was on last week. We had a discussion about polygamy and what's the other one, Linda?
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous. That's when you can have more than one wife or husband. And you
more
than one girlfriend.
That's why Mike came back. Mike came back. He went and looked it up on the dictionary, and I didn't know what it means. So
he was in that relationship.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So that we had him on.
I knew a cat like that. Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started right now. Let me say, hey, Mike, hey Cheryl, what's up? We're gonna go around the board and introduce ourselves. We're gonna start. Who will we start with? Actually, Linda, you tell us who we start with because I can't choose. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't we just start with Robbie there? Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Robbie Milan. You know, the one to do that sexy comedy. Hey.
Hey, where do you tell everybody where you do comedy at? I mean, where have you been? Where have they seen you before?
Have I not been?
Yeah, where have you not?
Okay, I got a show coming up in the high desert, you guys. It's called Comedy Cella. If you smoke, it's smoke friendly. Michael Coyer will be the host. Scrancho will be on deck. Roz Washington, Ronnie Raw, your girl Robbie motherfucking Milan is gonna be in the building. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, it is. That sounds like a good one right there.
He is performing. We got the Dog Pound performing.
What?
And it's a free show, and it's in Adelanto, California, October 23rd, y'all.
Ooh, everybody, hey, they're gonna be bringing their own bottles.
That's gonna be nice right there. That's nice.
I might have to come to jump on the stage and start crip walking or something.
Yeah.
I come out there wearing red.
Don't do it.
I can't barely cross my fingers, man, Stephen. I got
right.
Get it together.
Exactly. Linda?
I am Linda Streeter, co-host, and also coach, counselor, author, and want to help make your relationships right.
Sucky now. Let's go, Reggie.
Reginald Ballard. I mean, everybody know him as bruh man, actor, comedian, and family man, pretty much. That's about it.
Family man. So you a wife, kids?
Yep.
Does that mean family? All right.
That's
How many kids you have?
I have two.
Two boys?
2 kids, man. 15. I mean, no. My son is 30 and my daughter is 25. 26.
Oh my God.
I think she's 26 now. Yeah, man. I've been married 34 years, man. Been knowing my wife since the 8th grade.
Congratulations.
8th grade, bro.
Congratulations.
We sat a couple of chairs apart in choir in the 8th grade and did not even like each other. Didn't even know each other. Yeah.
Okay, and now we have well, before we get to him.
Yeah. What's up, baby?
Hey, the biggest. And
I know, yeah. My father-in-law told me to tell y'all he's 99, just turned 99. He's still working the yard, so he's like that.
Doug Holly.
What's up, people? What's going on, baby? What's going on? Just walked in the door to catch the show.
Man. You can't miss this show, man. You can't. Do not. This is
I
not
just
the
walked
show.
in, man. I just came from the Pistons game. So
All right, let
I'm
everybody
in
know who you are and who you play for.
My name is Smooth.
That's that, and that's what we call it. The smoothest big man in the ever come out the
And
NFL.
I would play for the Seahawks.
There we
Yes,
go.
sir.
There we go. And let's
Yes,
go
sir.
around.
By
Let's go
way of the
around.
Mustangs, SMU.
By way
baby.
of SMU Mustangs. That's
right,
right,
Bubba.
baby.
That's right, Bubba.
Oh, okay. Hey, let me before we get to you, Red Wine, Reggie. I understand you played ball, man.
Yes, sir.
I heard
SMU, baby.
I heard you was the meanest linebacker.
I was cold-blooded, man, until I got hurt. When I got hurt, then all of a sudden that other part of my dream came about. The acting part. I knew I wanted to play football, run track, and act ever since I was in the 4th grade. So when I got hurt, it was time for me to move on to that last phase.
Right. There we go. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to you. Now we have Matt Dillon. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Matt Dorsett, aka Red Wine, bringing health and harmony to your relationship. Y'all know it's a grown and sexy night always for me. So lift your glasses as we get this thing started. Cheers.
There it is.
There it is.
Cheers.
Whoop, whoop, there it is. Oh, Linda got her little drink too. What?
Yeah. She's gonna tell us all the secrets tonight.
Yeah. And she don't have on a blind wig tonight. No blind wig tonight.
I can see it heavy right now.
You should have caught me. You should have caught me on the blind wig night. See,
Oh, is that right?
Tonight. Yeah, she's civilized tonight. Yeah.
that was a party girls' night. That night, I had a great weekend that last weekend.
All right.
It's gone.
Hey, any
I
man.
can imagine how you're on your natural.
Hey, any man gonna love Linda. Any man gonna love Linda because they gonna say, Linda gonna look at you and say, who you want me to be tonight, baby?
That's right. You got that?
I think that's why brothers be letting their ladies
into role playing.
Role playing is
you got a sister, the nigga turn over, you got your white girl. That's what brothers doing.
There you go.
That's why they let their women wear their blonde.
I just want to know if Linda into role playing.
Yeah.
And who do you role play the most?
For a blonde.
Now, see,
Okay.
this show started, Matt.
It started.
I'm just
Hey,
asking.
Linda. Hey, take control, Linda. Hey, we got a lot of people on here, so we got to talk one at a time.
Okay, so first of all, again, say hello to everyone who's spoken so far. Let's see who we have here. To Pam, Cheryl, Gina. Hey, everyone. Don, Mike, all of you guys. So happy that you all are with us. And as you know, tonight we had a very important topic that we're going to talk about. And now let me preface this before we get started. Yes, we know women cheat too, okay? But tonight it's about men. It's about men, why they cheat, and especially married men. And they may lie to the other woman about being married. Or, they say things like, oh, we're together, but it's complicated. They love the word complicated. Mm-hmm. Or they say things like, see, look at Robbie, it's going, They be, but it's complicated. And sometimes they don't tell you at all. You just kind of discover after you've gotten hooked in the relationship, and he goes, oh, there's the other one. So
by the way,
so the question is, why is it that happens? That's what we're talking about tonight. Hopefully the men can help us understand what is going on, and maybe even give us a little warning. What should women know? How do you know when he's lying? And how do you test him to see if he's lying about being
that question first?
Hold up. First of all, this ain't no Steve Harvey. And we ain't snitching. So we got this
No, Doug. Doug,
okay, now, if you want the truth, we're gonna give the truth, but we ain't gonna add to it now.
We got this under control.
It's not snitching, okay? So Doctor of Love has already told the women to come to this show because you get to hear it real from a man's perspective.
Exactly.
Okay.
And before we get started,
No
before we start this, everybody go ahead and like and share. Share it, hit the share button so it'll go on your page and everybody else can see this this wonderful show. Before we start these questions. the
Yeah.
answer. And you guys got to remember, panel. Remember, we have Robbie and Reggie here for a little while. This is their first show, and hopefully it won't be their last show. But we want them to help out and answer. You know, so I'm gonna keep it down and not talk too
No,
much.
since
and
Doug
let
here, man, I can hang now. I can hang. I probably can hang for the guest.
Okay, we're gonna do hot. Well, I was.
Oh,
I
you
was
got a
thinking-
pass? Okay.
nah. Since you came on, I'm with you, dog. I'm with you.
All right, dog.
Hey, Tina. Hey, Soretta. I see you. I see you. Okay, let's go ahead. Who's Matt taking this one? Go
So
ahead, Matt.
who's going to go? And which question are you responding to? The first question, like the
You
overall?
want to know if your man is cheating?
Or
well-
lying. Or lying. Which one?
Yeah. How? Yeah, I want to know, how do you know when he's lying about if he has a significant other, you know, or a wife, and he's telling you I'm available, telling
You
the
think
lady I'm.
Do you think he's lying about it?
Now you can't be asking a question with the question. You're going to.
Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Do you think he's lying about it?
No. Okay. Let me back up a moment.
Hmm.
This is not a personal question from me. This was a question that was posed.
I'm not asking about a personal question. I'm asking a question.
I don't
Do
know.
you-
Sometimes, from what I've heard, sometimes women can tell when something is not right, and sometimes they don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you a general question. Do you think he's lying? That's a yes or no. Robbie?
Robert,
It's that woman's intuition, Linda. We know deep in our heart and in our mind, we have that feeling. That woman's intuition tells us the exact truth. Now, the question is, do we listen to that intuition?
Robbie?
no, we don't.
Sometimes you
And
don't.
usually,
No.
intuition is something I can't put my finger on it kind of thing. And you're asking questions, and sometimes you may get, you know, a response like, "Why are you asking so many questions?" Or I
Mhm.
told you such and such, you know, or they disappear and then they, you know, put it on many reasons for why they disappeared. Then they come back later and say, you know, this was going on, that was going on. And you can usually tell, but you just want him to tell you what it is, what's going on. You shouldn't
So,
have
Linda,
to just listen and
Linda?
guess.
Intuition is like a gut feeling, right?
Yeah.
But the only thing about gut feelings is once you get them, you no longer look outside to see anything else. It narrows your vision. So I ask you again, do you think he's lying?
Well, I mean, me, I think I'm pretty good intuition, and I tend to listen. So me personally, yes.
Well, then
If I-
he's lying. That's how
But
you know.
but see
If
what
you
I'm
think he's lying, he's lying.
See, I want you to answer the question based on women who don't think he's lying. We're trying to figure out what is happening there. What about the women who don't think he's lying? It just
Well, then he's
it's
not
like,
lying.
It's like being blindsided. Oh, so if you don't think he's lying, he's not lying.
Right.
Whatever. But anyway,
Hold up.
anyone else have a
All
response?
that. It's
Let
your
Let
truth.
Reggie respond.
It's
Let
called
Reggie
your
respond.
truth.
Put my
Okay,
2
Reggie.
cents.
Okay, what's yours?
Man,
Fred?
a woman is very, very careful. A man does it in the heat of passion and sloppy. Don't he just think about one thing, himself is conquering and getting what he wants. A woman gonna be like, okay, I don't want to mess my family up. I don't want to do this, but I gotta have that. I gotta have this, and you know they plan strategically. Men will go and hug on women that smell like perfume, and you know we'll leave the house smelling like Dove. And we come back smelling like ivory. You know what I'm saying? A woman set it up with a man. Now look, don't be wearing no cologne. You know, if we go to hotel, you know, I'm gonna bring my own soap. They gonna bring their own soap, y'all, because they gonna leave smelling like Dial and come back smelling like Dial. Man, we'll just do things because you know we thinking about that one thing, man, and that's how you
You're
get.
not giving men enough credit.
But
We're a
that's
lot
what happens.
smarter than that.
No, I'm trying to school them though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Leave home knowing what you're gonna do. If you leave home with Dove, come back smelling like Dove. Don't come back smelling like Ivory Spring. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's what the ladies want to
that
hear.
Ivory Spring shower.
I don't think
I
that's
don't
the
think
question.
Yeah.
No. That's how a woman can find out, and that's how a woman would know.
But
Okay, let me say something.
Say how a woman would know.
I would just first say thank you, Reggie, for that tidbit, because I'm sure the ladies can have that Steve Harvey moment that you can share. Thank you.
Reggie just went Steve Harvey on us.
Reggie snitching. Okay, let me say something. Hey, I'm gonna just tell you, women, you guys know. You know with your heart what you do, because I have a lot of female friends that's always talking to me about this all the time. I had one. First of all, I have nothing against gay people, homosexual, whatever, but this one young lady asked me about her boyfriend, her fiance, and I was like, yeah, he's funny. He's funny, and then she got a real strange look on her face, and I said, what? She said, I thought so. I said, you should have knew that from the beginning, and you're gonna marry him? Most of women, you guys already know, but
they call those ladies beards.
Yeah, exactly.
They call them beards when ladies marry gay men. They call beards.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm not speaking of gay men. I'm speaking of men women that their husbands or boyfriends mess around. They know. They just don't do anything about it. They know.
Yeah, but listen,
they just won't leave.
I talked about this last week. My partner, he's got a girlfriend and a wife on the side. And I told him a long time ago, I said, man, something's going to happen where you're going to have to, recommit to your wife. And he was like, well, everything's good right now. So as long as it's good, as you say, as long as it's not broken, there's no need to fix anything. Right? So when we start talking about people's truth, if you believe that I'm a liar, then I'm a liar. But if you believe that I'm not a liar, then I'm not a liar. But what men have to do is not allow anybody else to come in and change that influence.
Let me intercept. Does his wife
red wine.
know about each other?
Excuse me?
Does his wife and his girlfriend know about each other? Your friend?
No.
To be honest with you, no.
But Robbie, nobody asked you to ask me that. You ain't supposed to ask me.
I asked you because I'm Robbie motherfucking Milan. Okay, so I'm gonna
start pleading the fifth on you.
Look, man. To be real, the situation is this. If me and my wife, we so connected that. And anybody that's in a relationship longer than maybe 2 or 3 years, you know that person, so connected with that person. And if anything goes out of protocol, I mean, I don't care if she get up a certain time of day or if he get up a certain time of day and go, to the gym and come back certain time of day. Yeah, it's a pattern. So once that pattern get broken over, maybe 2-3 weeks, you say, hold up, something is going on. And when that something is going on, something is going on. Right. That's how you know. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I still want to get back to the original question, which is, why do people lie about cheating?
Oh, I thought you said, how do women know?
Well, that was the last one. That was kind of like going to be the.
Why do they lie about it?
Why do they lie?
The question is,
because
why
of the consequences.
Do they lie about cheating?
It's
yes.
simple.
Because
consequences. You want to be with the person.
I believe you lie to the person you love because you don't want to hurt them.
And you don't want to lose them either.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's fact.
Exactly.
That's fact. More you don't want to lose them than hurt them because you hurt them by doing what you're doing.
You're gonna lie to your soulmate.
And here's the other side of that. The other side of lying is it allows you to engage in or take upon opportunities that you feel like you wouldn't be able to if you told the truth. So it takes it gives you an option instead of taking the option away. That's just the other side of looking at it.
Right.
So it makes sense. But sometimes I think women, you really don't want to hear the truth, because sometimes we tell the truth. We'll tell the truth. But then you don't believe us. Somebody's feeding back. Somebody has their computer and a phone on.
It's not me.
It's not me.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
No, it's still.
No,
Turn your
it's
volume
still-
down on your phone if you got it on.
You gotta
That was Doug.
That was
nah, it
Doug.
wasn't Doug. You
Yeah.
gotta turn,
Doug
one of them.
disappeared.
One of them. You have to turn your sound down. That's all you have to do.
Doug,
Is
he
turn the sound
disappeared.
down. He did disappear. Doug is always coming in. So
As soon as he disappeared, all of a sudden,
exactly,
echo
exactly.
leaves.
So where were we? We were at I said some people women don't want to know the truth. I
They don't
mean,
wanna
because if we do tell you the truth, sometimes you keep asking the same question over and over
So
again.
see, we keep going back to what women want to hear and what they in their intuition said. The question is, why are you cheating and
We
lying
said
about it?
We
I
said it.
answered
We said because you don't want to lose the person that you're with.
Yeah.
And you just want the other person you with, you don't want to just, 9 times out of 10, men don't want to be with the person they cheating with. They just want that on the
That's
side.
it.
Or they want
Booyah.
to be with the person.
So
that they with.
number one, lying eliminates options. Next,
That's two.
men like being in control. And lastly, lying makes men feel good. Okay.
Why?
Three.
It don't make me
Why
feel
does it
good.
make a man feel
So
good?
do telling a lie make you?
Because I refer back to option one.
Let me ask you that though. Does lying
I
make
have
you
all of
feel
the
in
options.
control?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Repeat
Does
that,
lying
please.
make you feel in control? So that's why you lie. That's what you're saying?
No, that's
Lying,
why
you
men
feel-
lie.
Huh? Yeah, why men lie because
That's
they make
why
you
men
feel in
lie.
control.
It empowers a man to
Yeah.
lie. Is that what you're saying?
Empowered. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
I just tell the truth. Because me for real, I got them head concussions I'm going through. So when I lie, I don't even know what I lied about. So I try to tell the truth for real, because I forget what I said. And when you ask me, the question the second time,
Tell the truth.
when you keep asking them same questions, I say, what did I say the first time? Go back to what I said. What did I say the first time? That's my answer.
How about
Yeah, you
you just shut up and listen?
So okay, so I did a little research, to see if there are what statistics were around about why men cheat. Okay, and I think I've heard a little bit of all of it,
But you
but
say lie. Now you saying cheat.
Well,
two
it's
different
actually
lie
it's
and
like
cheating. Well, if you
marriage,
lie, you
yeah.
cheat. If you cheat, you'll lie. They kind of go hand in hand.
The
I,
question
But
I
why
is,
don't
do you
agree
lie?
with that.
why do
Why do
married
you lie
men
about
lie?
cheating?
It's
What
supposed
is
to be
your
why
agreement?
I disagree with you on that.
Wait. I got it. It's supposed to be why does married men lie about being married?
About being married.
Yeah, that's the question. And,
Or
and
a lie about being there. I got you.
somebody
Because
asked,
it all depends on who you with. I mean, if you with somebody that don't care, you ain't gotta lie. You gotta say, hey, I talk about my wife all the time on stage, so everybody know that I'm married. So I like doing my show and going back to the hotel and getting a bag of chips and a soda and watch ESPN. So I ain't gotta lie about nothing because I ain't doing nothing.
you
But
ain't got a lie to
Don't
keep
forget the
you,
bologna. Don't forget the bologna
but
sandwich.
if it's somebody that don't care, you don't have to lie to them about being married because they don't care. 9 times if a woman want to be with you, you ain't really got to lie. Now those ones that you try to approach, if they approach you, you ain't got to lie. But if you approach them, 9 times 10 you got to lie. Because if they approach you, they already check you out. They especially if you got your ring on.
I want to hear
Especially if you got your ring on.
Yeah, I want to hear what
If
Robbie.
you don't have your ring on, you lie when you went out the house.
How many people are married on this show right now, presently?
How many are married?
Raise
My
your
wife-
hand, Reggie.
My
I'm
wife
married.
is
34
Reggie,
years.
raise your hand. Listen, Reggie, you're gonna get in trouble.
Because I ain't doing nothing, brother. I ain't doing I'm always look, I'm home today. Today was like my second weekend home. I'm right here at the house, man. Hey brother, I'm home every weekday. On time I leave is when I go on the road on the weekend, and she could call me or FaceTime me 24/7 when I'm gone, because I ain't trying to get in no trouble. I don't want to be on no TMZ. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody saying I did anything. So only one time this come and brought 3 girls to my room, and he left with 2, and he left a 17-year-old girl in my room. So we walked outside and talked all day until they came back because she wasn't gonna stay in my room and say
Right.
anything happened. We
Right,
stayed right
exactly.
outside where everybody could see us in the whole lot.
Exactly. Right. Robbie, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you because
Yeah, Robbie.
go ahead.
What up, red wine?
Ask us
What's
some
up?
questions. What we want to hear. What would you like to hear from a man's point of view?
What would I like to hear?
Yeah, the truth. I mean,
I would prefer the truth because I'm a very direct person. I'm half Puerto Rican, so I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? I will get in your ass. I will confront you. I probably show up at your house.
she's flashing tires.
We
She's
talked about that
flashing
type of woman
everybody.
last week.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gangster like that.
You're so
Yeah,
retarded.
that's more psychotic than gangster.
So if he lied to you, you'll show up at the house with the wife and everything.
Ryan, you deserve that.
There you go.
No, don't show up.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Hey,
If you
hold up. Have you ever been in a relationship like that, Robbie?
Oh yes.
Now, tell us a little. Tell us about it. We want to hear about it just a little bit.
What you want to know?
So you went out with a married man and you didn't know he was married?
Yes.
What?
Just one.
Robbie,
What?
do you carry a switchblade, knife, any type of device that has a sharp point?
I got these. Okay, you see these?
I see them. I see them pythons.
She said, I throw hands.
5'10".
She said, I throw hands.
Woo.
So yeah. So how did you find out he was married?
Let's see. Well, I just investigated his ass. I had to go through Instagram because he had blocked me, and I basically went through another Instagram because I have my own business. I ain't even telling no jokes, and he laughing and shit. Okay, so I have a separate Instagram because I have my own business. So my intuition, my woman's intuition said go on that one. I went on that one. Bam, found the motherfucker. And so from there, I started doing my research. Got his address, you know what I'm saying?
Showed up at his house?
Showed up at the house.
Ooh, you did it like that?
Got with his program, yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
What the wife say? I want to know what the wife say.
She didn't want none of this. She didn't want none of this.
She said, I throw hands.
Right.
I throw hands.
You know,
What?
all he really, I mean, this guy is like, he's half Samoan, big old dude, and 6'6", 300 pounds, half Samoan. All he said to me was, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
Oh man, he should have called the police.
Can I call you later? Can I call you later? No, he didn't have to call the police because let me tell you something, Red Wine. What you don't know about me is I handled it with class. You were not there, so there was no need to call the police. Okay, so just let's get that part straight.
You boy. She owned the wine. She owned the wine today.
Yeah, basically apologized, wanted a hug, said he was sorry like a million times.
You had to have a
call me. What'd you say?
You had to have a gun.
No, I got these. I got these two guns.
She said, I throw hands. I throw hands.
Right. He basically apologized a million times. He offered to call me to explain himself later that day, which he did. I found out 2 months later. But the problem was that I had already blocked him because I didn't think he deserved any more attention from me. He didn't deserve any more access to me. So I immediately blocked him once I got the address and I knew that I was going to come to his house and confront him. But he did leave a voicemail. I found out like 2 months later that he left a voicemail. So he did follow through and wanted to explain himself. But as a woman, I felt like if he were to explain himself, I would be opening that door to be his side chick, is how I felt.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically, yeah, you're right too.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you just walk away and leave him alone?
Why? Because I have self-esteem and I know my worth.
Right.
Okay. Well, hold on. Does that devalue you by walking away? Are you devalued by walking away?
I just said I have self-esteem and I know my worth.
Yeah, but you went over there with them guns. Like you went over there with these. You was gonna throw them hands.
If necessary, I'm half Puerto Rican, so if necessary, yes, I will go there.
Telling us that.
Get loud. I don't need to get loud. There's no need to call the police. You know what I'm saying? His wife
Can
didn't
I
come out.
can I say something?
Say something, Douglas.
Miss Puerto Rico.
Yes.
I had a situation that happened.
Uh-oh,
The young lady I had a
Y'all gonna stop this shit.
actually we're playing we was out at the Raiders game,
Okay.
and a young lady that I was talking with, so what? So she's gonna drive me back to my place, and her husband popped up. I didn't know she was married.
He popped
Wow.
out.
He came over to me. I'm looking at her. I'm like, okay. And then he gonna ask me, do I love her? I said, what you mean, do I love her? I'm ready. I'm looking for something to hit him with because I don't know the situation. I don't know if he got a pistol or what the situation was. But what I'm saying is this, that you never know. It could be vice versa. It could be a man. It could be like what you said, Robin. It really doesn't matter. But as Red said, it's all about being truthful of the situation.
Yeah.
It's not about the cat chasing the dog or the dog chasing the cat, because you have a lot of emotion connected with all that relationship going on.
Mm-hmm.
So now you get a person that going to out of their element and get wild, get buck wild, want to do things out of their element. Want to harm somebody. You put so much emotion into this individual, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I asked her why you tell me he's married. She said she's afraid. She said she's afraid. Afraid of what?
It too, man.
Afraid of what?
That's it
We
too.
were just friends. It wasn't nothing serious going on. We went out, had a couple, went out dinner a couple of times, and hey, had some drinks and all that, but it wasn't nothing serious. You put me in a position.
That's the main. No, you hit the main
You're
point.
telling me that you're lying.
No. Doug hit the main point.
No,
the main point is,
I think Doug had more going on than what he's telling.
but
Reggie.
Doug,
no.
Doug hit it right though. Doug hit it right, because it's like you afraid. A man would be afraid to tell the woman that he cheating with because he don't think that woman would have the morals to keep messing with him, knowing like you. Robbie,
That's
you wouldn't have the morals to keep on. So I think that's the main point right there is fear.
He knew.
Yeah.
There was no way possible I would have accepted that.
It's
No
fear.
way.
It's fear. It's fear that person not gonna want to deal with him. Or now you mess up that whole
And he's gonna
opportunity.
get them hands put on him.
That feeling that you have in your head right now, you'd have messed that whole thing up by saying you're married.
So that's the
somewhere
point right there.
somewhere
It's
along the line, you have to respect yourself first.
Exactly.
For who you are. And it's vice versa.
That's what he said, y'all. Guess what he said? He said, I'm catching so much bad karma for what I did to you. I'm sorry.
There it is. Well, I can't. I just can't right now. I can't ever cheat, but especially right now, because December 10th, my wife gave me her kidney, man. If I even think about that, the kidney I got would tell her kidney what's going on.
That's love. That's real love.
No doubt, man. No doubt. It's not even worth it, yo.
That's
love.
Respect on that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, before
So
we
they
move
did a
on,
documentary. You'll be seeing our documentary all over the hospitals. When you go in the hospitals, you'll be seeing a little TV thing.
So Reg, so that's why you stopped eating the bologna sandwiches.
Hey man, you gotta make one of them bubble bologna sandwiches every now and then.
okay, I got a question for you, Reg. Hey, what was your favorite line from the Martin Lawrence show? What was your favorite line?
Just chilling. That was the easiest line to say. I can throw it there whenever. If I got in trouble.
The best line was the one you didn't say.
There it is, right?
Exactly.
And it's funny because when I did that, I had just got out of theater, man, back in the day, and it was always saying, if you don't have the lines, stage movement, use your body for your words. And I was brand new, man, from college. Just got out of theater. I went to Hollywood. As soon as I got that part, I started saying, okay, well, they're not giving me the lines. Just let me use my body for my language, and that's what I did.
But I'm telling you guys this with Reggie how he actually got into acting. Reggie never had an A in his life, and he got and he got an A in summer school. He got an A in summer school. He said that was the route to go.
Theater, baby. Theater. I made straight A's, dog. I made straight A's in PE.
Robbie, they trying to steal your job. Tell them you the comedian on here. Go ahead.
But that's why, hey, no, seriously though, man. That's why I don't have. That's why, you know, lying. I think Doug didn't solve that problem, because it's the problem of fear that you're not gonna get what you want to get. And see, men want to have it both ways. You want to have something at the house, and then you want to have that. Then if you lie, either way you lie.
But why do they want to have both? Why do they want to?
Well, some men just want to do that. Some men just feel like.
Nice.
Robbie, do you understand the nature of
it? Could, you know, it could be it could be the lock. It could be the interesting. It could be the lock. It could be the locker room talk. You know, talking about it in the locker room, boasting about it. You know,
like a new.
You know what I did, how I could have done this. So it's many ways. Like I said, it could be like a self-esteem. It could be like a self-esteem of the individual.
That's
like when you first meet your girlfriend, man. When you first meet your girlfriend,
his wife not giving him the attention, and so he thought, well, you know, this girl, she's giving me this attention I want, and I'm gonna go swing with her.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That what goes
on.
Well,
that's a two-way street.
Yeah, but look, like when you first get into a relationship, you don't even think about. When you first get in a relationship with a boyfriend, your girlfriend, you don't even look at another person. You don't even think. The only thing you're thinking about is getting to that person. When does that feeling just disappear? When does it disappear? You know, when does it disappear? You know,
when you start feeling the
always
void,
want to be with that person.
When you start feeling the void in that relationship, because sometimes you start growing apart.
That's what he told me. When I was at his house, he said they grew apart.
That's the big lie. That's the big lie.
That's the big lie, huh?
That's the big lie. That's like the Donald Trump, the lie.
The lie.
You know, women say the same thing.
Oh, well, you know, but there are reasons for people cheating, and so when I did some research on that, you know, and looked at like what top 9 reasons why this happens, and number one was sometimes they're looking for a way out and don't know how to find that way out.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I read that.
That's okay.
And then secondly, I had looking for connection. And Steven a moment ago about the whole disconnect that happens between two people because they don't do the things that are necessary to maintain connection. And when that disconnect was there, the wider that gap is, the more or the greater the chances are that a person has to find interest in someone else to meet some of their emotional needs or just that interest, that validation. And in fact, one of the reasons was sometimes they're struggling with, could be mental health issues. Sometimes they're seeking validation. You know, men seeking validation. Men,
you say secret?
Seeking validation, seeking validations. And, I heard that a moment ago too. You know, the truth is men, sometimes their ego needs to be stroked. They need to know that they're number one, that they're meeting their needs. Oh, come on. Sometimes they do. You know
what happens when you stroke a man's ego. You get what you want.
Well, I mean, but men like it still, don't they?
Yeah.
They like it, you know. And you know, if she's not giving him attention, and someone else does, it piques his interest.
Just had that conversation.
This what Bishop Jake said. I remember some years ago. He said, when you first got together, you was lovey-dovey and all that. Then you had the kids. Then when the kids are grown and gone, then you sit at the coffee table. And then you don't know who you are looking at a stranger because you forgot the important things of what got you together. Wow. And that's why that's when the cheating and all the things start happening.
And this guy, he lied and told me he didn't have no kids. He had 2 kids.
Wow. The whole disconnect.
Robbie, I want to apologize on his behalf.
And his kids to get to me.
Robbie, I want to apologize on his behalf.
Please do, Red Wine.
And Robbie mentioning what you just stated, like he did that to get to you. The other reason for narcissistic traits, selfishness. I want what I want, and you're not even thinking in that moment the lives that I'm going to damage. And we know that cheating is the greatest form of disrespect.
Yep.
And empowering another individual, because what you're saying, I'm going to take away your power to choose, and I get to choose all of my options, but I'm going to take your power to choose by lying to you.
That's how I
Okay,
feel.
and I say, okay. Now the power to choose. Who would lose the power to choose? Like if
The person that you're lying to, because see, if you tell the truth, then I get
That's
to
why I
choose.
said it's elimination of options.
Yeah. So you take away a person's power
Yep,
to
that's
choose
right.
to make their own
confronted him about
decision.
that too.
Nah.
I confronted him. I said,
Okay.
"Is this fair to me? I'm almost 50 years old, and you playing these games? Like, really? Really?"
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let me go into another session.
Hold a second.
Go
She
ahead.
said, okay, so if the man is cheating, so the woman is losing her power to choose, is what you're
Yeah.
saying? So if the man is cheating, the woman is losing her power to choose.
Right.
Of course.
That's how I felt, Reggie. Just
Yeah,
like that.
because if he tells it, so the thing is, if you tell her the truth, she has a
You can
lead.
choose. Which
She
is going to
has a
stay
choose.
with
She
you
can
or not.
choose.
You can't control her decision making. That's why I said elimination of options. So when you tell her the truth, she takes away your options, and you can't control her decision making.
Right.
And if you hide
That's
things,
some of these
I'm for my kids. It's gonna be. I'm gonna get this knowledge to them because it makes sense to me.
Hey, you can learn. Hey, you can learn a lot from the Doctor of Love.
I already know. I already learned a lot.
Answer some of the questions out there.
Okay. Check this out. Before we go to the next session, we're gonna answer some questions that's people. We're gonna respond to the people asking questions. But before we go there, I want to introduce you guys to another thing. We're gonna start next month or the month after. We're gonna start a dating show. Remember the dating game back in the days?
Yeah.
So
Love
you have
connection.
love connection. You have one woman and 3 guys. So you get to pick. The lady gets to pick the one she goes on the date with. They'll go on the date. Then the next month or the next day after, they'll come back and tell us how the date was. So, hey, Robbie, I would love for you to be our first girl. And I'm gonna find some guys on here.
They can't handle Robbie, man. They can't handle Robbie, man.
Everybody, she can fight.
Throw hands.
You gotta come real with Robbie.
Robbie
man.
told every man on here that she can fight. So
Yeah.
I believe her. But I wouldn't want to get put the scissors by Robbie. She'll crack
and
your
she can
ribs.
come to your house.
So we're gonna have
research.
3 guys. We're gonna have 3 guys on here for you to interview, and also we're as audience, we're gonna choose which one we would like, but you're gonna choose the one you think you go with. And if you go out with them and you don't like the date, and that's not the one we chose, we're gonna have you go out with the other one to see how it goes.
6'2" and up. 6'2" and up.
6'2" and up.
6'1",
6'1",
5'10". She's 5'10".
What up?
6'1" with
6'1"
my
good enough.
Well, that eliminates you. That eliminates you 3 guys on here with me.
No, I'm 6'1", dog.
That's a lie. So that's a lie.
Because I ain't 6'2".
They don't eliminate me.
You're right.
So okay,
That's why I say 6'1" ain't enough, right?
I got eliminated when she said she come to the house and do research and throw the hand. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out.
Red wine. Hey, they feisty until they get it.
Listen,
Man,
I can't have nobody messing up my red wine.
If you put it on them, give them some act right, then they gonna act right then.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, give them that act right. You gotta give them that act right.
I heard that
What if they reverse and get it on you?
Hey man, answer the questions of the people, man.
Okay,
I got a friend right now. You can put some bit right on him. He can't get it off of him. He can't get it off of him.
Let's
So
go.
Stephen, are you going to the comments?
Yeah, go to the comments, Linda.
Oh, I thought you were doing it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to read some comments because I don't see any questions. Okay, Lee said that most men have lied at some point in their life. I guess about cheating.
Of course.
Okay. And Marion said, I am okay accepting the single life. Oh, she's okay with being single. Jim, I knew a guy like that. Well, probably based on one of the comments, maybe Robbie's comment, he knew someone like that.
Like a thin line, you know that movie?
Thin Line. Oh, yeah. Oh,
You know, sometimes
You know.
Big ass sea lion.
Thin Line. Boomerang was the other one too.
Woo, Boomerang.
You know,
Yeah.
another question. Some men lie. Some men lie when they are not doing anything. If they would have in the presence of another woman, maybe see them at a restaurant or something. One time I went to study with a girl one time in college in Missouri. You remember Summer used to go to SMU? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, Summer.
But
Yeah.
So I went to study with her one day in her room, and I came back. You know, I told my wife that she helped me with my lesson, and she swore to God that me and this girl had a situation. And I was lying about how long I stayed there. I was lying about, you know, what happened and how we get to study, because in some reason in my mind, I thought I was cheating because I went to study with this girl.
Right.
But because when they accuse you of it, then it's
Exactly.
like, oh man,
You gotta
your
protect
mind is
yourself.
saying, okay. And that's
So Reg, let me ask you this. So who baby is that? Yours or Wade?
for Summer, it ain't mine, brother.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't even my type. And I think the reason my wife thought that is because we both transferred from SMU, and because she wanted to go journalism, I wanted to play football, but I didn't really know her like that. But I knew her.
know. I just had to mess with you.
Yeah.
On that one, yeah.
What me, dog? What
I'm
me,
gonna ask
brother?
my part about you.
Okay.
What me,
Hey.
man?
I'm
But
gonna talk to Reggie Dupont. You know Reggie
Ain't that
Dupont?
crazy?
Can I say my
You
favorite
lie, you don't
comment?
even have to lie. That's the worst.
Yes.
You lie, and you don't even have to lie.
Can I say my favorite
Because you make it
comment?
worse.
Go ahead, baby.
Lee
Yes.
Goodman. He said, "Leave home smelling like dove, come back smelling like fish." Period.
Bang. Bang. That is. That's real.
Hey,
That's
not a good
if
smell.
you come back smelling like fish, hey, Lee, you going
That's
out
not
with
a
the
good smell.
wrong people. You going with
Not
the
a good
wrong
person
people.
either.
What type of cologne has the fish smell?
It's not a clean
Exactly.
person.
Not a clean one.
That's funny. That's funny.
Okay.
You gotta lie. You gotta lie being with somebody dirty.
Marlene says, "Hey, Marlene says, why is it so hard to trust a man?
Why it's so hard to what?
Trust a man."
Why it's so hard for her to trust herself?
Oh,
You know what?
Ooh,
Matter of
that's
fact,
a snapback.
we spoke on
Oh,
that. Hey,
That's
we
what I'm
spoke
saying.
on that a few weeks ago, because the thing is,
Keep it real.
if you
dog.
trust yourself, you don't have to worry about trusting somebody else.
There you
You
go.
got to trust yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Because if you trust yourself, you trust yourself not to go out with somebody dirty or somebody bad or somebody.
Wow.
You will
Somebody
eventually
smell like
find
fish.
out.
So that's a confidence thing. That's a confidence, self-esteem type deal. That's okay. You know, she has to, you know, develop those characteristics and traits. She'll be okay. She'll be fine.
Okay, let's go to some more.
And so, and I would just say to Marlene, you have to, you know, we talked about instincts earlier. You know, you have to check your own gut feeling and instinct, and you should only be in a relationship with a person or man that you can trust. You know, you're checking for trustworthiness when you're that initial contact and getting to know a person. Those are some things you're looking for. Are they trustworthy? Because if you know, you need to know if they're trustworthy or if you possibly need healing in some areas of your life that you can trust again. So those are just some things to weigh out.
So I was just about to say that, and
Take your time, ladies. You know,
it also goes back to you know, how does she feel about herself, and you know, if she's bringing baggage into that relationship with that guy, because he could be a good guy, but it could be all her feelings and inner feelings that are coming out that she's exhibiting toward him. But it just sounds like she may need to, do a little self-evaluation and possibly get in therapy to figure out some things before she engages in a
my wife, man.
relationship.
My wife
I'm
is
just
there.
saying, like, it's tough
Everybody
because
needs therapy.
I've always said that. I said last week, I said God won't set you up with somebody knowing that you're not prepared for that person. And so, and that's real.
Whole lot of divorces, dog. And I don't know what God got to do with it. But it's a whole lot of
They shouldn't have been together.
Even preachers.
They shouldn't have been together.
Even
Tell it
preachers.
to the
Not
preachers.
have
Tell it
been
to the preachers.
together.
Yeah,
That's the biggest. That's the biggest cheaters and lies out there.
They
It's-
should not have been together.
Yeah.
It's one thing.
I just have a question. I got
it's
one
one
question.
Go ahead, Red.
One question. Okay, I'm still stuck on this about the power to choose. So if the man cheats and the woman know, so seem like she'll have the power to choose because she can leave. But if she don't know if he cheating or she's suspected, then seem like that's when they would be like trapped into, I don't know whether to leave or not. Is that pretty much?
Well, I think it goes back to the one thing, because sometimes just your instinct, when you feel like he's cheating,
Mhm.
and you have some guys that are smart enough to say, but you didn't catch me. You don't know if I'm cheating. So
that make him stay.
it means that he's still not admitting to her that, yes, I'm seeing someone else. Until he can say that to her, she has to go on her own speculations, or she has to try to find
Deny.
So that's what I'm saying. So yeah.
he's constantly denying it. So she wants to know the truth, and who knows what she's going to do. But the point is, he takes away her power to make a decision as to what's best for her life when he lies.
Because she don't know. Because she don't know.
She doesn't know.
But if she did know, then her power to choose is come back to the forefront.
Well,
Because
and I'm going to go back to what I said. If she knows, she only knows for certain if she's caught him red-handed or if he admits it. Otherwise, she's speculating that it's so. But she doesn't know. She may be going on her instincts. But some of them are smooth as butter.
Right.
They got words. You can't catch them in their words. So you have to.
Yeah, but the problem is, your big issue comes in is when they know and they don't say anything. That's your issue.
I think that was his wife. I think she knew, and that's why she didn't come out the house.
Yeah.
And back to
Because then the other woman would come out the house. I see. Especially Samoa, she gonna come out. If she was Samoan too.
No, she's black.
Nah.
Oh, she definitely.
A black woman didn't come out the house.
Stop that stereotyping.
Yeah, well, you feel.
Okay, just stop it. Okay, now
She could already. She could already be
right
packing.
now.
She could already. The reason she come out, she could have been packing already, right?
No, Robbie had a gun. I'm telling you.
Let me.
Robbie, you had a gun or a machete.
Okay, guys, it's 10:53, and I need to get to some more comments from the audience.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so Lee made two. Oh my goodness. He said, you see, Robbie is the kind of woman you stay far away from. And then he goes on to say again, Pam said exactly for something. And Jim Reed said 5'10", my Lord. I guess he's not tall enough, Robbie.
No.
And then,
Hey, put on some print. If he put on Prince heels, he'll be tall enough.
and Lee stated, you see, Robin needs to be tamed and put into
I saw that.
position.
I'm glad you didn't see it, Robbie. You might put your hands on it.
And spanked. So she can, oh my goodness.
I got spanked on the Speedy show a couple of weeks ago, so I'm being spanked.
Okay.
On the Speedy show.
You got spanked.
On the Speedy show.
And let's see what else. Jim said, do you think most men
Roll Out Radio Show? That's Roll Out Digital. Yeah.
Okay. So Jim's question is, do you think most men that gossip missing things in their life? Oh, do you think most men that are gossiping are missing things in their life, especially gossiping with women? I don't know where that comes from.
Well, first of all, he ain't got no business gossiping nothing to a woman about his situation. That's number one. If he have an issue, then he should seek someone that one of his best friends and talk about it. That's my suggestion. but I'm gonna share this with you guys here. And I stayed in a marriage about 25 years. Could have left when the youngest one was 2, but I didn't. In spite of the infidelity that went on for years, but I couldn't leave the house because I didn't have a dad in the house. So I had to endure all the bullshit, but I had to make sure my kids were stable enough that I was able to leave once they finished college, and I left. So those are things. So those are things. Every situation is different. So even in spite of, and I knowing that she did it, and she know that I know she did it, but I just couldn't leave my kids, especially another man coming in trying to raise my daughter or my son. I ain't going to jail for nobody, so I got to weather the storm. Bottom line.
And that might be his situation. He might have been weathering the storm and just forgot to tell me that he was married and had 2 kids.
Yeah, that's true. That's a possibility.
I know one thing. His wife didn't come out there and tell you nothing. That's because you had a machete. That's why.
Yeah, what's up, Red?
Machete. You had a machete. No, you had more than a damn gun. You had a machete.
No, I did not.
She didn't come out and tell you who it was, did she, Doug?
You 5'10".
What? She didn't come out and tell you who he was, huh?
I didn't hear you, Reggie.
Your wife ain't tell you who he was, huh?
I already knew who the nigga was.
She told you about me? She told you about me? Wow.
Yeah.
You were
and the thing about
baby daddy.
Red.
I'm the baby daddy.
Red. Here, and he was a pastor. So
what I tell you.
So
pastors,
for me,
the ones, man.
You know,
I'm that baby daddy.
I had lost it for a minute, and I told him, I said, if I had my pistol, he's gonna get pistol whipped or shot, one of the two. I told that to him in the church. You know, that's just how I got out.
Come on, Linda. Linda, come on, we gotta get back on track.
I went back to my Detroit days.
Dougie, we gotta get back on track. All right.
3 minutes. We got 3 minutes.
We never left the track.
Yeah.
Okay, but we have to pause a moment because we have 3 minutes left.
Go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
I know the conversation is good, and you all just want to tell all of that great stuff there, but
he's telling all his business is what he's doing.
Really?
I'm telling you, if you want the truth, you're gonna get the truth from me.
Right.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
Business.
Yeah.
And I think what we need in relationships more is for people to just be honest, because all of the drama that
pretty much
about can be eliminated if we just be honest about who we are and what we're doing. And if you believe in polyamorous relationships and you want to date 5 or 6, whatever the case may be, tell the people you're involved with that. And if you're in a marriage and you feel disconnected, now one of the things about men feeling disconnected, sometimes it's difficult from what the research was saying for them to say what they really mean to their spouse or partner because they don't want to hurt their feelings. And it's a difficult conversation to have that they're no longer engaged in a relationship and want out. And sometimes it's that disconnect is because he wants out, but does not know how to make it happen because what if I'm making the wrong decision here? So he vacillates between, do I go, do I stay? And then, because of that relief, sometimes it's needed. They don't do it. So they don't leave or they vacillate. So I think we just need to learn how to be honest and learn how to speak your truth. And deal with the consequences of your truth. That's all.
It's almost like a prison thing, the way you made it sound like they could go or stay. It's like, they don't know, they don't have a choice what to do. That's interesting. I never heard it put like that before.
Right. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
We're gonna time is running out. So
cheating is exciting.
Last words. We're gonna have last words. Go ahead, Doug. What do you have to say to end the show? Doug Hall of Famer.
Doug's frozen. Let's go. Let's roll.
Look, he looks like he's frozen.
Yeah,
he's frozen.
All right, I know he's asleep. Okay, let's go. Red Wine. What do you have to say to end the show?
I want to thank you all for coming out. Thank all the guests, all the participants, everybody that gave comments. I want to encourage you all to continue having healthy relationships and living in harmony. I'll see you next week. Cheers.
All right. Doug, you here yet? You back? No, he's still slugging.
Be true to yourself at all times.
There it is.
Enjoy yourself. Find
Yeah.
peace in yourself before you start into another relationship.
All right. Robbie, what do you have to say?
Yes. The lesson that I learned is to take my time, evaluate the man, probably investigate the man. And I'm going to close out on that. You guys need to follow me on Instagram at Robbie, ROBBIMILAN, Milan.
All right. All right.
I
Y'all been
would say
that investigating.
I would say if you start off a relationship, man, and your lady, you know she's sleeping thongs, stay that way. Don't when you get 5-10 years in, you start wearing fatigues to bed. Keep everything like it was in the beginning, and you shouldn't have no problem.
There we go.
Right.
And my co-host, Linda.
That's it.
Yes.
Keep it the way you meant it.
To thine own self be true.
Be true.
Like that. Like that.
You can be true to others. Remember that cheating and lying is the greatest level of disrespect you can offer to yourself and the people that you're lying and cheating on.
Your whole family.
Empower yourself and empower others by being true. And you can find me at Love and Relationship Matters with Linda on Facebook.
Hey, Linda.
And I learned a lot from you today, Linda.
Thank you.
Right.
So glad to have you all with us tonight.
All right. And I am Stephen Pierce, the Doctor of Love. And I want to thank all of you guys for coming out, checking out the show. Red Wine, Doug, Robbie,
Yes.
Reggie. I
Sorry,
love
man.
y'all. I love y'all. This is where relationships, where you can make your relationship better. So you guys come in and tune in. You can get relationship answers from men. You can hear it from our perspective. So pass it, share it on, and we'll be here every week. But I want to invite Reggie back and Robbie back anytime.
Yes,
We
sir.
love y'all. So you guys don't go anywhere. We're going to say good night.
One love, brother man. One love, bro, man.
And from Red Wine, from Red Wine, we're gonna tip our glasses and say good night.
Good night, all.
Good night. Good night. All right.
No, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
Doug.